Sturgis. There's nothing like it in the world. This is America. So glad to have you, Andrew, and you're going to get to see a little bit of how some of our customers live their lives. So they enjoy coming out here, riding some Harley Davidson motorcycles in the Black Hills, and then fortunate enough to get picked up by a private jet.
It really wouldn't be too bad to drive a Prevost Featherlite here, but I would probably prefer to be riding in this thing myself as well.
Okay, this is 2020 quad slide Featherlite. We call this with St. Germain. Really, really cool, clean, contemporary interior on this coach.
Not only are we going to show you a tour of this 2020 Prevost Featherlite coach, but we're also going to show you a tour of like a brand new private jet that one of your clients flew in on. Appreciate you guys at Featherlite showing us a little bit about the whole lifestyle. Most people don't get to ever see anything like this. You want to explain to us, like, how do the buses get here? How does this all work?
Well, so really, we've got great people that work with us. Our team members bring the coaches out, the motorcycles, and then our clients typically will fly in for this event. So you're going to get a peek at a nice Phenom 300 that's coming in to pick the guys up on their way back to Mississippi.
Hey guys, I'm going to get you a tour of the inside of this private jet. A huge thanks to Jimmy Adams from Featherlite Coach for letting us take a look at this. Normally the aircraft that belongs to Nicholas Air is all red, but this one's painted green. So this is where the big dogs sit, right here. And I don't know what their next stop is, but they've got nice pillows. And a head if they need. Look at how cool all of this like embroidered stuff here. Here's the cockpit of this absolutely stunning airplane here. And these boys are prepared. Not everyone rides a Harley to Sturgis.
Lots of cool touches in here. So if you look around the inside, it's really drawn inspiration from a really hip neighborhood of Greater Paris area that's called St. Germain. So our interior designer, she came to us from the private aviation, from private jet business, and just brings, kind of that edited look that's really clean, really sleek. And that's what you see here in St. Germain.
How long have you owned Featherlite coaches?
So I've been in the coach industry full-time since 2001. We actually purchased Featherlite coaches in early 2009. So just before that, Featherlite coaches and trailers were all under one umbrella, publicly traded on NASDAQ, and a big company called Universal Trailer had bought Featherlite trailers, and we bought Featherlite coaches. So since 2010, basically, we've been in full production on new Featherlite coaches on all Prevost shells, but with kind of the new look and new systems. So a lot of cool stuff on these new coaches I want to show you.
I'm extremely impressed. I'm always keeping an eye on your website. There was a coach you guys just had called Angel Fire.
Yes.
Just sold. Man, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But a lot of unique, different, but contemporary designs. Also, your paint jobs. You've got some really unique, completely thinking outside of the box. What are you guys doing? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so a lot of cool paint work that's coming out. I've got a really talented designer we're working with on the paint side. He's really big into motorsport. We're gonna roll out this collab very soon. Brett King Design and Featherlite Coaches doing some of the coolest and most modern looking exterior paint schemes that you'll see. So keep an eye out for that. We're just starting to post them up on the website, but I think it's different than anything you've seen.
We got so much I want to ask you, but you got a flight in very soon. So show us through this. Jimmy's a very busy man. He's been networking with all of his clients out here this week. So greatly appreciate you taking the time to show us. But tell us a little bit more about this coach.
Okay, so we've got quad slide, 2 in the salon and 2 back in the master bedroom area. So up front, just really focused on comfort and entertaining. You got a nice big queen sleeper sofa here. You've got a little cocktail table set up, a desk area, which is really helpful. A lot of our customers, and myself included, I love to have a great spot that I can work from. So I've got a nice pull out with power and HDMI for my laptop, sit here, work, or relax, and then a good sized galley on this coach. So we do a lot of entertaining when we're on the road, hosting a lot of clients, and it's nice to have a full size galley with convection microwave, you know, basically everything you would need to put on a nice spread for some customers and friends.
I've got to point out too, this is a cool area. You've got a ton of storage space down here, a large countertop, different than any other conversion I've seen.
Sure, and here you've got like a printer, scanner, fax combo with the side cut drawer, so you can operate, you know, pull your pages and everything while you're sitting here getting caught up on a little bit of work.
Yeah.
So one of the things I really want to show you is our new Gen 2 intuitive control system. So we developed what we call intuitive control just to make our coach be as easy as possible to use, but still feature rich. It seems like in the high-end Prevost business, it had turned almost into like an arms race, space race type thing. Everybody trying to see, I can do more, this, you know, raising the bar. But the level of complexity had gotten really just unyielding for customers. A lot of our customers may only use the coach, you know, a handful of times a year, and they have to feel like, oh, I've got to learn this again. So this is intuitive, as easy to operate as your smartphone. There's a touch panel in each position in the coach. Lights it up, it'll basically control anything and everything you want on the coach. Everything from, you know, your shades, you've got all your electricals on there, your tank monitors, AV controls, HVAC, shades, lights, everything. So it's just super easy, just self-explanatory. It's intuitive control.
Yeah, it seems like you keep everything really simple in this coach, and one of the things that I'm really excited about this coach, it's a design that I've never seen before. It's a bath and a half where both the full bathroom and the half bathroom are in the center of the coach.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you want to show us what's going on here?
This is what we call a center bath and a half. So a lot of customers wanting a bath and a half. It's nice to have like basically what we talk about from the yachting industry, like a day head. So a really sizable half bath here that connects to the salon. So when you're entertaining guests or something, you can close off your master and have a day head here available for guests to use. Also, if you have, you know, sometimes we'll have family, kids staying on the pull-out sofa, can use this bath. So your touch panel here will operate electric pocket door to separate off the master bath and the master bedroom.
Electric, not air.
Yeah, that's electric. So that's proprietary to Featherlite. We actually built this in-house, so it's belt driven with a programmable servo motor control. So we can actually make it, as you notice, it slowly accelerates up and then it slows down before it closes so it doesn't slam. That had been one of the biggest complaints on air doors, is that slamming motion when they close. So we got rid of that.
I've definitely been in some coaches where I pressed the button and closed the door, and I was like, oh crap, did I break something? Because that was a violent door closing. But let me take a look at this half bathroom here real quick. Beautiful flooring throughout. I like the ambient lighting that they use there, and then that same cool, same different but unique pattern on the ceiling there. And it looks like there's a fan. Is there like a fan or a vent or something above that pattern?
There is, absolutely.
Nice.
Yep.
And real quick, before we show you guys that, I have to point out probably my favorite part about every Featherlite coach I've seen is the roof, the ceiling design. Now, some of the coaches that are a few years older have more of a tighter diamond. There's just a lot of different awesome patterns on the ceilings. I mean, just...
And you'll see a big change here from the older Featherlites. So when we bought Featherlite and took it over, we went away from the old style, the mirrored tray type ceilings, which had kind of been in style in the early 2000s, but they were such a huge complaint about cleaning and taking care of the mirrors. So this is an all composite panel that's upholstered, all LED, MTRA LED lighting out of the yachting industry. And these actually easily pop down for service access. It's got the HVAC venting is basically hidden behind the diamond, so you know your cool air basically kind of waterfalls in. It's not blowing directly on you. One of our racing customers actually had us develop that, but it's just a better feel. He had that in his big yacht and said, "Can you do it?" So that's where it came from.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful colors fit. You know, your design team is just nailing it. I like that there's a little bit of countertops, more storage here, but
yeah. Pantries, pantries. You got a Dyson animal in here.
Oh yeah, as a dog owner, I vacuum dog hair daily, and I don't have that nice of a vacuum, but maybe someday when I upgrade, maybe I can get a Featherlite and get the Dyson thrown in.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say 90% of our customers travel with pets and dogs primarily, so that's a must-have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on back and show you the master. So one of the other things we're kind of known for is really big showers. That's something I always hated in some of the coaches, is a small, tiny shower. So we put what are pretty much the biggest showers you're going to find in the industry. So this is a really beautiful mosaic tile in here. It's got an HD TV, a waterproof HD TV built into the shower wall. So when it's switched off, it acts like a mirror, and then you turn it on and it's a full picture and sound into the shower. So don't miss a play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has to be the biggest TV I've ever seen in a shower by far. So if you want to make sure you don't miss the news. Now, Jimmy, is this a smart TV? And can you put YouTube on that TV and watch RVing with Andrew Steele while you're in the shower?
Of course, it's already favorited on there, so you can catch up on all your latest videos. Yeah.
Good deal, guys. Another reason to buy this Featherlite Coach.
That's it. But I love the little touches, like even the shower drain had laser cut into it, kind of that Nautilus motif.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Almost like those AMG vents, that same style.
Oh yeah.
Nice teak chair there. Yeah, beautiful tile style. Beautiful styling, and then a monster size. Is that the rainforest shower head?
Yeah, rain shower head. Exactly.
That is cool.
Yep.
And then even other, like, there's a bunch of, how many shower heads does this thing have?
Yeah, so it has body wash jets on it. It's got a handset and a rain shower head, so it gives you a lot of options. It's got a big Headhunter water pump on it that puts out tremendous flow rate, so it's like residential level or better. So it can push multiple jets at one time. It's pretty nice.
How many gallons of fresh water, gray water, and black water?
So let's see, fresh, gray, and black. I think we're about 120 fresh, and then it's a split on the gray and black. I believe we are, call it about 60 black, 60 gray. I'll pull the spec on this exact coach, but it's right around there.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. I know your time is limited here. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
wow, this is a beautiful rear bedroom here.
Thanks. So a lot of space. Again, 2 super slides facing each other. Really opens this up nicely. You have a true king-size bed that's split adjustable, so each person can raise the head or the foot as they wish, remote controlled. You got a ceiling fan in here, and then of course it's got intuitive control touch panels on either side of the bed and on the bulkhead as you come into the stateroom.
Nice.
Ton of closet space. You've got hanging over drawers beside the bed, a really big double hanging here.
Oh yeah, with the
cedar lined.
Nice.
Then you've got drawer storage and some upper storage on this bench area, which is just a great place to be able to, I like to sit down, put shoes on here in the morning. I've got storage under the bed for linens, and then we've got a big stacked washer dryer here.
Oh, good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then is there a TV on a televator, I'm assuming, right there?
Exactly, yeah. Really smooth televator there that pops up, and then when you stow it, you have full access to the view and also the egress window.
Nice. Yeah, egress window too.
Yeah.
And just from the lighting to the textures on the walls, and there's there's all different textures here, but they all tie together really well.
Yeah, Jules and Peabody is our interior design colleague and partner who we've worked with for many years. As I mentioned, the lead designer came out of the aviation industry, but she's always had a love for motorhomes, and she's worked with us, gosh, probably 12 plus years. So it's been a great partnership, and we love what they do.
Design on the seat too. You want to tell us a little bit about that design?
Yep. So this actually, we have this done from a custom leather house in Virginia, which is where we build the coaches. But there's a company called Moore and Giles that will do custom quilting with perforation for us. So that's a tricky thing. We used to do some of it in house, but as you see, we have this quilting pattern, and then we can actually have them perf in the various shapes, so it's ventilating the seat, but it brings a really cool design as well. So that's something that's pretty special that we do on every bus, and it'll have a different quilt pattern depending on what the design motif is inside the coach.
I've got to be honest, I've seen...
Those look familiar?
Yeah, where have I seen those before?
Okay, so that's not a Prevost dash vent. You know, we love what Prevost does, but it was a little bit more of a commercial style vent that came with the bus shell. So we upfitted this with these beautiful aluminum cast vents that come from the AMG Mercedes. So I just love the tactile feel. You kind of hear a little ball bearing detent when they're open and closed. Just an awesome feel and a really cool look, and they work great.
Yeah, and is this real carbon fiber?
Yeah, so we have a carbon fiber dash panel here and side panels, and even the steering wheel has been printed to match, so it's also in the carbon style.
Wow, that's real carbon fiber on the steering wheel.
This is actually printed, and this is real carbon on the dash.
Okay, I appreciate you clarifying that. You've got these giant screens up here. What's going on here?
So we can do 360-degree camera. We can do remote control rear camera that'll actually let you zoom right in on your hitch view or look really far back behind you. Like you get out on these long interstates out here, it's kind of nice to just get a peek beyond what's on the, you know, the tow car or whatever you might have behind you. So just gives you a couple of different options, but the 360 is really helpful when you're trying to maneuver into a tight spot at a campground. And then I like to default to the remote control one when I'm on the highway. So it's such a big deal for us now with customers, and a lot of customers who are new to the RV business, to the RV industry. You know, they're accustomed to high-end automobiles that basically are trouble-free and have a very high level of service. So we have to do everything in our power to match that same experience or exceed it. So everything we do on the coaches, from, you know, the quality control, the final delivery prep, is focused on making a seamless, trouble-free experience for the client. And to that end, I actually personally do a live-in on every new coach. So we don't put the Ventari badge on the front of that bus until I've done an overnight on it and basically pushed every button and listened for any little squeak, rattle, or anything else. We get it right before we let the coach go to the client. So two full storage bays here, and we've got remote control electric sliders, so slide trays, and they're full extension. So it gives you, even though you have a quad slide with a slide here on the patio, you still have plenty of access because this is a full extension slide. So just push a button, comes right out. In bay 2, we've got most of our electrical switch gear. So I'm going to show you inside. We've got our Gen 2 intuitive control. This is actually the brain for that. It's in a nice polished stainless steel enclosure, and you can see it's got all your LED lights to indicate the circuit condition. And there are all the manual overrides here. So if you ever had something go wrong with a touch panel inside or iPad control, you've got manual overrides right here in the bay. Another thing I wanted to share with you is beautiful paint, but extra detail that we do at Featherlite, and I think we're the only people that do it, is we actually paint out all the door handles to match. So this is a 4-color paint on this door,
nice.
This door handle.
Yeah.
But it matches. You know, if you're spending 6 figures on a paint job, I just can't stand leaving the OEM door handles in that black plastic. So we paint everything out to match. Same thing. Here's your 20 kW diesel generator, riding on airbags. Full soundproof enclosure. Have a combination refrigerator freezer chest here on a slide out. Entertainment bay in bay 5. Nice size flat screen TV with the Sonos soundbar and subwoofer.
Nice. Jimmy, you guys at Featherlite are always pulling out some of the coolest toys at Sturgis.
Of course.
What is going on over here?
So we're selling this as a package. This is the ultimate Sturgis package. So we've got St. Germain with a Southern Country Customs 2020 Road Glide built to the hilt. How can you beat this?
How does the design work, or how does the design collaborate, or what? How did this happen?
So we got some good friends down in North Carolina that build Southern Country Customs, and we've got a thing going here with the matched up paint jobs, just bringing a little bit of flair to the bike to match it up with the bus, and you know, it's all one package, 2.4, and it could be yours.
Jimmy, I know you've got a plane to catch here. Can't thank you enough for letting me and the folks on YouTube see this. I mean, this is absolutely stunning, this 2020 Prevost Featherlite Coach. If someone's a serious buyer, how can they get a hold of you?
You can find us at featherlightcoaches.com, and we also have pretty active social media feeds on Facebook, Featherlite Coaches, and also on Instagram. So check us out. We're happy to help you however we can. Okay, cheers. Thanks a bunch.
And we're going to give a special shout out to some of the other ballers here. Those are some big birds. A lot of private jets out here at Sturgis. I greatly appreciate all of you, and I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.